Hello, this is my first UFO sighting that I can remember. It was a Bellcraft in Burleigh. Maybe it's been about 10 years ago. It was a few years before I saw a triangle craft, the TR3B or whatever. So it must have been about 10 years ago. I don't remember who I was standing with, but I was on Burleigh Beach, standing next to someone, looking up at the clouds and the sky, and I just saw this glinty thing, this silver thing, and I was just looking at it, and my mind was like, am I looking at a UFO? Like, this is me in my head. I'm just like focusing my eyes, looking at it like, that's a UFO. Like, the typical bell-shaped Bellcraft UFO. And I was just staring at it, like, shocked. And by the time I really decided what I was looking at and that I was going to turn to the person next to me and say, look! It went, boom, gone. So that was my first UFO sighting. And yeah, it was in the daytime, very bright, plenty of people on the beach. It was very far away, so it was very hard to see it. That's why I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely. So yeah, that was interesting. And Burleigh Beach is not too far from the Coolangatta Airport, so that's also interesting. And they have, so now that we have drones, I don't know if they had this back then, but for so many kilometres around our airports, you can't fly drones. A signal gets sent out that takes them down. So Burleigh Hill would be just on the edge of that zone of like however many kilometres, because we tried to figure it out once to see where to fly our drones. So yes, it was on the edge of where the airport's security is, if they had that back then. Air security. So yeah, a lot of helicopters fly over that beach because you have lifesavers, life-saving helicopters, and other helicopters. But lots of planes now. I think they have a new route to fly through there. But yes, I was staring at a Bellcraft UFO. That's the first out of 5 that I've seen so far. And they were all different crafts, different ships, different locations, most of them on the Gold Coast. So yes, just wanted to share that. I mean, I could draw a photo, but I mean, it wasn't a sharp looking Bellcraft, it was smooth, round, silver. Couldn't tell how big it was because it was so far away. And that was that. So a few years later, I met someone else that loved UFOs, and he had seen one too, on the Gold Coast, but it wasn't at Burleigh Beach. So I think a Bellcraft. So yes, that's my story for now. Thanks for watching.